Hey Scorpio, welcome to your February 2025 mid-month reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started here and jump straight in. You pulled your card here in the position of the good stuff, the first card. So that's a good sign. But before we jump into it, I do want to announce that I am running a sale on my personal reads. If you're curious about that or interested in that, that link is down below in the description. But a lot of energy here is shifting for the rest of the month. We just had Mercury come into Pisces on February 14th. We had the Sun coming into Pisces on the 18th. Then we have Mars coming direct in Cancer. This is a lot of water energy that's about to get super activated. And I think for you, it's going to be a good thing because you are a water sign. And it's interesting because I think you'll benefit the most from all of this, Scorpio, in some form of a way. I think everybody kind of has their benefits of what's going to happen. But for you, it's going to create a grand water trine for you because what's already creating a grand water trine with some of these energies, but the activation of more of this water energy is about to influence you in a good way. So water really does deal with enlightenment. And I'm not saying, like you're going to become like, enlightenment in a way in which your awareness is about to deepen profoundly when it comes to things. And things are about to rush forward here because Mars will come direct on the 23rd. Mars being in retrograde, we've been feeling sluggish, tired, feeling like we can't gain traction. It's been emotionally frustrating. But with it coming direct, now we can find that consistent energy of rhythm, or that consistent rhythm of energy. And we can also, we can avoid the burnout, the emotional exhaustion, because now Mars is moving forward, not backwards. And then that Mercury coming into Pisces, our mind is about to get deep and fluid and very abstract. And it's going to be with this North Node, and the Sun's going to come in Pisces as well. It's going to activate this North Node. And if you don't know what the North Node is fate and destiny, right? It's fate and destiny points, North Node, South Node. The North Node is about the future. It pulls us into a new future. It creates and establishes a new order of things, a new future outlook on things. And with it being in Pisces deals with our ideals, our visions, our dreams, our spiritual path. And the North Node is loud. The nodes are loud, right? So they amplify things that they touch. So talk about a Pisces season that is about to feel like it is on steroids. Because we have Mercury there, the Sun there, Saturn there, Neptune there. And I think this is going to be good in a way. So let's pull your oracle cards and let's jump in. And Mercury is really involved here for the rest of the month. It's the only planet really making angles or making aspects of things. So expect, a lot going on cerebrally. The mind, the intellect, communication, our thought processes becoming very Pisces. That could be good or bad. There's a shadow to Pisces. So we'll jump into that in a moment. But let's pull your oracle cards here. You're going through, Scorpio, you are a sign that goes through many transformations. A lot of them. Because you're the sign of transformation. And I think you're going through another one. I mean, that's just how it is being a Scorpio, right? Like you just constantly go through transformation. So the Sun's rising here again for you. Especially if it's kind of been feeling a little bit dark. You did pull this flexibility card. It is the sacral chakra. We're going to jump into your tarot here in a moment because you have a whole bunch of stuff. But with this flexibility card, the sacral chakra, water connects to the sacral. The sacral deals with fluidity. Water deals with fluidity, the ability to be flexible. Sacral chakra deals with flexibility. So if things have been rigid or stuck or stagnant, things are about to really get moving here. And I think you're going to be able to enjoy things here as well. But the flexibility says, if you're not enjoying things, now you're going to have to be flexible. That's the only way to really get to that type of enjoyment here that you're seeking, or the pleasure of things. I'll give you an example, like me. I've been doing tarot for 5 years. And so sometimes it gets it's stale. Like it can feel very stale. Like I can fall into a rhythm of doing just the same reads, right? And have the same structure And then I'm like, I don't really, it's not, the pleasure starts to go away. Right, and it's not until you really realize you're like, okay, let me try other things. Let me switch some things up. And let me get more creative, right? And that brings in more of that pleasure aspect of things. And I think that's what you're being encouraged to do here. Because I think you have very strong things, like with this mountain card, you have very big goals, right? The mountain is all about climbing a mountain, achieving your goals. But first it starts with the intention. And so for you, it's all about sticking to your intentions or setting your intentions, knowing what your intentions are. I think you already know what you want to do. It's more so just following through on your intentions. Because things are changing here on your journey. Some of you, there's something going on in your chart when it comes to your progressions. Now, if you don't know astrology, you can look it up. But if you do know astrology, your progressions here, like there's something changing. Right, but just to bring this down, ground this for you, like the progressions, this card says journey. It's really the timing and the rhythm of life, to where sometimes just there's these natural transitions of things, and I think you've been feeling that, and I think that's where the universe is trying to take you, and so you're having to evolve here. It's my dog. He always drinks water. So every time I go live, or not live, every time I record, he always goes and drinks his water. It literally happens every time. He always has to make his appearance. Right, Neo. But you pulled the death card here in the position of the good stuff, which is you, Scorpio. And the way I see this death card is evolution and change. So I think you're definitely going through quite an evolutionary transformation at this time. The sun is in the background, and I feel for you the sun is rising again. And I'll point that out here in your reading here in a moment. Like the sun is rising here for you again, to where you've been going through a metamorphosis. You've been wanting to make change, but it's difficult. But then you have been making changes, and there's still been friction, and there's still been blockages. So you pulled the Queen of Cups here for your overall energy for the rest of the month. Yeah, the Queen of Cups is all about deepening your awareness and finding love and compassion and feeling rooted emotionally. So I think this is the temperament that you're stepping into. This is the energy that you're embodying here for the rest of the month, or getting into. It's like really deepening. Because I always see the Queen of Cups as, we can either feel emotionally uprooted, right? Like if the Queen of Cups is in the challenge, or we can feel emotionally rooted and integrated into things, and it's nourishing and it provides for us, right? And it gives us that sense of comfort and stability. And so for the overall energy, that's your main focus, is like comfort, stability, grounding yourself into things emotionally that feel good, and also pick up things in regards to love and compassion here as well. You did pull the strength card here in your challenge. Yeah, I would say everybody, I don't want to say everybody, but I would say specifically for you, I think you're more so being more impacted by it, because, well, what does strength connect to? Well, it's Mars. And what is your ruling planet? It's Mars. And your ruling planet right now is retrograde, and it doesn't come direct until the 23rd. So when it comes to the strength and the initiative and just the energy, right? With Mars being retrograde, it's like, where is it? You may have it at certain times, and then you don't. You may feel like you're gaining traction, and then you spin out of control again. Or you may feel just emotionally exhausted or burnt out. But I think with Mars coming direct, Mars now is moving forward, and so it's like your strength and the momentum of energy is starting to move forward. So you're able to find that traction again. And so I think things have been a little bit difficult here emotionally. And you could be going through a period of healing here as well with the Star card. But really, I feel like you've been really having to find that courage, Scorpio. Like the Strength card is courage. It's, at the root of the Strength card is courage. So you've been trying to like find that courage. And inner strength as well, because Mars being in Cancer, Cancer is our inner emotion, the most private part of ourself. And with Mars being there, it's that inner strength. Because your advice here, Three of Pentacles is all about channeling your mind, body, and soul into your work, right? Into the medium of work that you're doing, into the masterpiece that you're creating in your life, when it comes to your goals, your objectives. And so Spirit's saying here, focus on your goals and your objectives. And the Three of Pentacles is interesting because the Three of Pentacles is Capricorn, is Mars in Capricorn. So the opposite of Mars in Cancer, the opposite side of Cancer is Capricorn. So, and what is Capricorn? Well, simply it's just the ability to work long and hard on your goals, right? And having to have tenacity, right, to achieve your objectives. Having to push through, right, and be tenacious even when you don't feel like doing it, right? That's a Capricorn thing. But with Mars being in Cancer, it's like, fuck, I don't feel like doing that, so we don't do it. Or I'm only gonna do it when I feel like it. Right? Or it can just be like, I'm doing it, but I'm just really fucking emotionally frustrated and I feel tired and I'm grumpy, right? But no matter what, I think here with the Strength card, Spirit is saying here, just keep building and working on what you're doing here. And Mars in Capricorn is really about discipline, structure, showing up, and just doing the work. And while you're doing the work, do the best that you can. Channel your mind, body, and soul into it. And that's how you start creating these beautiful things and these masterpieces in your life. I want to say Three of Pentacles as well deals with cooperation and deals with others. So it's like working with others. And you have this very strong leader energy. Mars is about to come into your 10th house in Leo. So, it's going to be all fucking, for you, it's like the sky is the limit. But right now it's in your 9th. And the 9th house, though, is also a leadership energy because it deals with morality and authorities. You can say educational authorities. Right? Because the 9th house deals with morality, higher levels of education, wisdoms, guides, parents, teachers. Some of you may have Cancer in your chart. So the Three of Pentacles would be figuring out what does everybody else need? How can I attend to, or how can I uplift others, right? Strength card being the challenge. How can I give compassion? How can I give courage to other people? How can I give them what they need for them to find the inner strength that they're looking for? And the Three of Pentacles, as your advice, is saying, to do those things, like to inspire others, work with others, work together with others. You have the King of Cups here in the position of your hopes. I think what you're hoping for literally is to be able to navigate things with grace. The King of Cups is a temperament that deals with fluidity, knows how to navigate things. And also I think you're really wanting to mature and grow too, like and evolve. And so I think that's what you're wanting to do. It's like almost like you really want to mature and evolve in a way in which is more that benefits others with the King of Cups. Right? King of Cups is actually like strong, active, compassionate, loving, healing energy that's in motion. You have the Star card here in the position of your current energy at this time. Yeah, you have aspirations and goals, and there's things here that you almost feel, what I'm picking up on intuitively is like you feel obligated to do. Like this is part of your destiny. This is part of your mission. Your soul signed up for this. And the Star card is the heavens, right? So it's like all your ancestors and guides and, even, right? Like, like just the heavens looking at you, right? Wanting you to be the one, right? You're right, the chosen one. It's really just you choosing. You have the Two of Pentacles here in the future position. Yep, Two of Pentacles. And it's interesting because I just said you're hoping to navigate changes with grace, or that the changes will be graceful. And I think they will for the most part, but I definitely do get these ups and downs. But things like that for you, Scorpio, are something that you're no stranger to. So I think here with the Two of Pentacles, you're actually going to be navigating things quite well. Two of Pentacles is learning the dance of change. It's the reminder that life has changed and that we just have to adapt and be flexible and figure out a way forward as we progress and we just see what nature is doing and how things are evolving and what's going on, right? And so we're just having to adapt. But everything is well within your hands here. And I think you're really taking a hands-on approach and and almost grabbing the bull by the horns here and being like, what, this is what I really want to do for my reality and what I want to create for my reality. And this is how I want my world to be. And this is the type of changes I want to make. This is the type of things that I want to get involved in. You did pull the Nine of Wands here in the outcome. I just think this Nine of Wands is a little bit of exhaustion, right? Being tired. Nine of Wands is when your will is being tested, right? One moment you have a lot of energy, next moment you're like, oh shit, hold on, right? Like, I'm a little tired, right? But it's because of the Three of Pentacles, right, as your advice, which Three of Pentacles is discipline. And so naturally, you know, when we have to be disciplined, it's like, it can be a little bit draining. But the Nine of Wands and the outcome says you got it, right? Like, yes, you'll be tired. Yes, you'll feel drained, but you'll be able to push through it. Let's clarify your reading here, Scorpio. Last but not least, you did pull the Queen of Wands here in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of here. The thing that just immediately popped into my head is you're better than you think you are. You're better than you think you are. And the example that is coming through, but what I mean is, let's just say you know you have a talent. You know you have a gift. The star card is in your current energy. You know you have a talent. You know you have some form of a gift. But it's not until we really want to step into it to where we start to have those doubts of like, well, maybe what if I'm not as good as I say I am? Or what if I do fail? Or what if, you know, I can't live up to what I think I could, right? And that's why I think with this Queen of Wands, it's like you're better than you think you are. You have to trust, like, your heart here. Trust yourself. Let's clarify this. These reads are about to get real deep. Real deep. Things are about to get real deep, and like I said, loud. Deep and loud. Because all this fucking energy that's going to be activating this North Node, all this Pisces energy. And it's interesting, too, because Pisces is quiet, still, shy, timid. Right? But the North Node is loud. So there's this clash, right? There's this contrast of just clash that's happening to where things are going to be felt more, and you're going to be in it, and it's going to be also in the external world changes. Like a lot of things are changing. Clarify the Death card in your position of the good stuff. You pulled the Queen of Pentacles here. Yep. Some of you may be merging with something here, so give me a moment. You may be like merging with something, or merging, like taking what it is that you have and like doing something more with it or something like that. But I also think too that on a good thing that's happening is I think your values have transformed a lot, and I think what's starting to happen is now they're starting to reformulate and refocalize here, to where you actually know what it is that you want, you know what you want to create, and I think you know how you want to do it. Clarify the Queen of Cups for the overall energy. You have the Six of Swords. Yeah, I think overall this is just you getting into a better place emotionally, right? That's more calm, more still. Like the overall energy I get for the rest of the month is emotionally you steering the ship in a direction to where you know it's going to create more harmony, more emotional fulfillment, but will also make you feel more emotionally grounded and give you the type of comfort here that you're looking for, or nourishment. Clarify the King of Cups. Let's see. You have the Knight of Pentacles. This is in the position of your hopes. Yeah, I just think, you know, with love and devotion, King of Cups, strong love and devotion, I just feel you're hoping here with the Knight of Pentacles that you can start to see some traction or gain some traction. That if you stick with it and you stick to it, it'll pay off. Clarify the Star card. You have the Three of Swords. Definitely some healing here. But it's interesting. I always say this a lot in my reads, that the Star card, if you read about it, it's about, yes, we could be going through the Three of Swords ourselves, to where it's like we're dealing with heartbreak, unfairness, right? Harsh reality. And the star card together with this would be healing, so you could definitely be healing at this time. But it's also on the flip side of the coin, it's also to where Three of Swords is that we see the injustices or the unfairness in the world, and so we're wanting to make a change in the world, right? It's what Gandhi said, you know, be the change that you want to see in the world. And that star card is very much that. So when you show up to the world and you connect and you understand the universal significance of things, and so you are wanting to make a difference, wanting to make a change, wanting to be a guide, a leader, a mentor, or just live up to just being better. Clarify the strength card in your challenge. You have the Hierophant here. Yeah, and I think your challenge at this time is I think your beliefs are being reshaped and redefined. And that goes along with your values a bit as well. Why am I saying that? Because Mars retrograding your ninth. Ninth house deals with our morals, our values, our virtues, our principles, our beliefs. And Mars is a planet that defines things. The sun and Mars actually, the sun is the luminary and Mars, you know, defines the path. But so does the sun. The sun illuminates the path. But Mars blazes the path, right? Trailblazes the path. Takes action on that. So the things that you've been wanting to take action with Mars being retrograde, you've almost had to rethink how you're going to go about it, how you're going to approach it when it comes to things that are in alignment with your beliefs, your morals, your values, your principles. But with Mars coming direct, what's happening is like those things are being reshaped, reformulated, refocalized. So that way, you know, you can really make a significant impact or have an impact. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. You have the Seven of Cups here. It's in the future position. Yep, Seven of Cups is your aspirations. I always say the Seven of Cups is the power of the imagination, your desires, your dreams, the things that are in your mind that you really want to create, that you're idealizing, right? And the Two of Pentacles is like doing that hands-on work, making those changes. So that's what I see happening for you throughout the future of it. I think too, it's like you're getting really creative. I'm telling you, with all this Pisces energy, the mind is about to get super abstract. And you may be going down rabbit holes for a long time. Because I think the North Node being in Pisces, South Node being in Virgo, is like the North Node, it's like the story of Alice in Wonderland. So the North Node in Pisces, like there's this new thing that's pulling you to go down into this Piscean thing where it's the imagination, fantasy, all these things that you were unaware of. Clarify the Nine of Wands here in the outcome. You have the Tower here. Yeah, and I think this is you navigating change. I don't think that this is a tower that's like coming into your life. The Tower is literally just look at the world. Like everything is changing so fast. There's no stability. Everything is unstable at this time. And so it's like we're having to navigate the waves. And speaking of the waves, Pisces rules the sea, rules the waves. And the North Node, well, those fucking waves are about to be real fucking big. So we're surfing these huge waves and just trying to navigate things. And so, yeah, it can feel a little bit frustrating at times. It's up and down. But that's the thing about the Pisces energy and stepping into Pisces season is that Pisces deals with surrender, right? And trusting the universe, trusting God, trusting the divine, that things are all working out. But you're having to go with the flow, be fluid, be adaptable, and your beliefs will get tested. Clarify the Three of Pentacles as your advice. You pull the Nine of Cups here. Yeah, and I think your advice at this time, focus on the positive. Focus on the things that you can control at this time. Nine of Cups is one of those cards that says, okay, what do I have in my life that I can be grateful for? What are the blessings in my life? What are those things that I can find solace in? And I think for you, Scorpio, it really is through being of service, doing your work, and really focusing on your goals and focusing on the things that you're trying to create and build for your future. And the Nine of Cups is also Pisces, Jupiter and Pisces. So it deals with the ideal, keep the vision alive, keep the dream alive. Three of Pentacles, you may be wondering, like, okay, well, how the fuck do I build this? I know, I understand. But I think you know, it's just like maybe the practical details aren't all there, but I feel they will reveal themselves. And if you need help, if you need guidance, I'm here for you. That link, if you want to book a personal reading with me, that link is down below in the description. I'm running a sale on my readings, like I said. So if you need help, I'm definitely here for you. Clarify the Queen of Wands. You have the Seven of Wands here. This is in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of here. Yeah, that you have more strength than you realize. But also, 7 of Wands about stepping into things with conviction. And 7 of Wands also says, stand up and fight for what it is that you believe in, right? If things are, if they really ring true to what your values are, then you should protect them and defend them and stand up for yourself. So, yeah, Scorpio, we went deep in this read, but yeah. So those are the messages here coming through for you, Scorpio. So I'm gonna leave your reading here. I appreciate you for watching. Again, if you want to book a personal reading with me, that link is down below in the description. If you click that link, it'll take you straight to my website, and you'll be able to see at the top or in the corner, you can go to the personal readings, but also as soon as you click the link, you can just click the book now button that's right there, because it takes you to my homepage at first. But you'll be able to see the reads, and then you'll be able to see all the ones I have to offer. So, but yeah, I'm gonna leave the reading here. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so. And otherwise than that, I will see you